So welcome back to Outdoors with the Morgans. Before we get started, I want to show you something. See this pin right here? This is what keeps the bucket on the machine. Now you can put this pin in from that side or this side. I always put it in from this side here because you can see it from the seat. And what happens when you're in here dealing with this brush, occasionally you lose these pins. Now I've got about, I don't know, 300 hours on the machine so far, and I've lost 2 of these, and both times it was dealing with the brush. So I haven't been doing a lot of talking in this video. I've been pretty busy, but we're down here on my sister's driveway. If you remember that video from the other day, I started off down here with the MX 5400, the brush hog, and the grapple. I was down at the end of the driveway, and what we're trying to do, she bought a 10 by 20 Amish built shed, and they need to get up this long driveway, and everything was grown in on this side over here. There's a big hillside that comes down. Once you go down the driveway a little bit, the stream's real close to the right side, and it's always been very tight and narrow, and it just keeps growing in on them. So today I gave my nephew Christian the pole saw. He started up at the end there and he just took off. We had limbs everywhere. I used the excavator to kind of pile all those up, collect them, and then I pulled some of that invasive stuff off the bank. And once we got that part done, I went up and got the skid loader. And we have probably already gained, I don't even know, a good 5 feet wide. What happened was the ditch was all filled up. There was like trees and all kind of stuff growing on it. You know, the edge of the driveway was somewhere right in here. So the ditch line needs to be way over there. Now it's been working out pretty good with the skid loader. But what I may end up doing is put that grading bucket on the excavator. Maybe tomorrow come down here and really make a defined ditch tight to the bank over there. What happens is you get those heavy rains, especially in the fall. You've got all those leaves collecting in the water, plugs everything up, then the water gets out on the driveway, starts eating it out, makes a big mess. But this driveway gets a ton of water. It starts the whole way up by the orchard, you know, the pond's way back that way, but it's like a big bowl back in there, and all that water wants to come down here. I may even, when I bring the excavator down, kind of cut this lip off right here, pull it back in, get rid of it. But it'll be nice and wide when it's all done. A lot of people have been asking me why I don't get one of those flail mowers for the excavator. Those things, that would be awesome. It really would. I have no idea how much one of those are. I'm guessing $15,000 or $20,000. And like I said, it would be great to have. And, you know, I could do all the trails with it, the driveways a couple times a year. But I hate to spend that much money on something. And, you know, I'd use it for 3 or 4 days a year and then park it in the building. So it's probably why I won't get one. If I was in that business doing this type of stuff every day, I would definitely have one. But it worked out pretty good, just ripping everything out with the thumb, piling it all up. Should be pretty good. Just this evening here with the skid loader, I probably got about 400 or 500 feet, you know, cut back to where it needs to be. It needs dressed up a little bit. We'll end up getting some stone in here. It's a pretty big job, but you know what? I probably only have, I've got about 2 hours in it yesterday with the tractor and the brush hog, and probably about 4 hours today total. I bet you about 15 hours between, you know, 3 or 4 pieces of equipment. Everything will be done. Now tomorrow morning I'm going to head over to neighbor Cliff's. We're going to spread some topsoil, plant some grass, mulch everything. When we're done with that, I'll come back down here, get back on this. I hope to have this all done down here by the end of the week. Shouldn't be a problem. I think the weather looks pretty good. But anyway, I think that's about it for today's video. Appreciate y'all being here, and I'll catch you on the next one.